What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down how smaller and shorter wide receivers can improve their blocking skills downfield. So we're going to be talking about 3 things that you need to do to improve your blocking and how you guys can block those bigger physical linebackers, DBs, and safeties. So I hope this video helps you guys out, but also, fellas, if you're a wide receiver and you want to get faster, you want to be more explosive, you want to improve your strength, and want to know specific exercises for the wide receiver position that you can do, check out that very first link in the description below for our 12-week wide receiver gym workout plan. You'll get over 90 days of workouts for wide receivers, all based around improving speed, explosion, the work. So give you the exact sets, reps, and examples of each exercise to help you improve those aspects. So if you guys want some more information on that, check out that very first link below. Let's get started. So now we're going to be looking at Justin Jefferson here, down block a defensive end. So obviously I know Justin Jefferson isn't like exactly the short slot type wide receiver, but I guarantee you he's smaller, lighter than a defensive end. So what is one of the main keys that you need to do? And that is having a wide base. So Jefferson makes a block. He does enough. This defensive end does not end up making the play, and he is able to hold his own. Now, when it comes down to blocking, fellas, especially if you're a smaller guy, even a taller wide receiver, a lot of it comes down to effort. A lot of it comes down to making an effort to make a play. The best effort receivers are always good blockers. That's just how it rolls. But mechanically, what you can do, because sometimes you're just going to be going up against a guy who's much stronger, much bigger than you, your base is super important because that is how you have balance. A lot of wide receivers will come up to a guy, whether they're on the outside and they have to stock block, whether they have to go make a block across the field, and that's what we're going to talk about next. They will come up to them with a very narrow base. Their feet will be super close together because they think that might be a power position. That is a great way for a defensive end, a linebacker, DB to just grab your hands, shed you because you're not going to have any balance like that. I always equate blocking, I always equate this like base, having a wide base, to like being on a surfboard. When you're on a surfboard, like for all you guys that surf out there, I know some of you probably don't, I don't, but when you're on a surfboard or a skateboard, for example, your feet are not like close together, almost touching. They're pretty wide. They're just outside your shoulders because that is where we will have balance. And if we want balance going up against a bigger guy, that is what I need with my base. Let's keep a knee bend, let's drop my butt and have a nice wide base. So if he tries to shed me off, I have some balance and I have some give to my stance. Let's play this thing again full speed. This is a great example of how having a wide base can help you in the blocking game going up against a bigger, more physical guy. So now, second thing I want to talk about. This wide receiver has to come across the field to block a safety on this like blast power play, whatever run game, inside run that you want to think of. So let's play this thing full speed. So he comes all the way across the field, but I want you to see how he addresses that safety under control to set up this huge hole for this running back. So when he comes at him, a lot of wide receivers, when they're taught to like maybe crack back block, they got to go block a guy off the edge. Maybe it's like a toss concept. They try to take the guy's head off and come in so out of control that all it takes is one simple move to shake around you and to make a play in the run game. I've seen it happen time and time again with wide receivers because they are not patient and they are not under control. So if you have to go make a block, and if you have a chance to like ear hold a guy or just take a guy out or make a block downfield where you have to run, fellas, you have to be under control. Because if this wide receiver would have ran up to this safety and would have been all out of control, not come to balance, not start to slow down like that, all it takes is one little head fake, one little jab, and he's able to make a play. Think of it like as from a receiver perspective. Let's say you catch a bubble screen, right? Let's say you catch a bubble screen out here and you're running downfield and you have a safety come in with this super fast angle to try to make this tackle. All you would do is just cut back and go around it. It's pretty instinctual, right? It's pretty easy to do if you guys have played remotely any kind of football. Same thing when he's trying to make a play in the run game. If you come at him super hard, super out of control, all it takes is one little head fake and you're done. So make sure we address this guy under control, fellas. I need to start breaking down with my feet. I need to start taking maybe a little bit choppier strides to be able to address him, get to that wide base, get lower than him, and make a play in that blocking game. Fellas, some that I learned at a young age, or a young coaching age, let's put it that way, when I was coaching for a high school, did it for 1 year. One of the things, because my receivers were not blocking as well as I would like them to, and one thing I asked was pick the offensive line coach's brain, be like, hey man, what do you think? Because that's what they specialize in. They specialize in pass blocking, run blocking. How would you teach a receiver to block? And that was one of the most beneficial things for me coaching-wise and helping to explain it, because That's what those guys do for a living. We run routes and we catch the ball for a living, but blocking will keep you on the field. If you want better insight, just go pick the lineman coach's brain. They love wide receivers who want to block, believe me, so they will absolutely 100% of the time help you out with that. Let's play this thing again, full speed one more time. So make sure, second thing, fellas, is a smaller guy, got to make sure we are under control. Do not come in like a bat out of hell, get one quick move, and then we are done. All right, so now we're going to be watching Byron Pringle here at the top of the screen. Now, one of the things I want to talk about here, last thing that's going to help you as a shorter guy blocking, is keeping active feet. So yes, you want a wide base. Yes, you want to be under control. But both of those things imply balance, imply control. But a lot of times receivers will think that means you want to just stop your feet and sit there. That is not the case. You have to keep your feet active, because no different than like breaking down as a linebacker to make a tackle. You have to keep your feet moving, right? Because you want to be able to react. So when we come up to this DB here and he's stock blocking, you see how he keeps his feet active. He gets hands. He does not stop those feet. That is the key to success when you get hands on a guy. If he's bigger than you, maybe he's a little bit stronger than you, if you can get low, have a wide base like so, be under control, not coming in like crazy, and you keep your feet active, there's nothing he could do. Because when you have active feet, all we have to do is hold him for a split second. Or not, maybe hold isn't the right word, but all we have to do is hold him off for a quick, maybe 1 second. So let's make sure that we keep my feet moving, because if I keep my feet moving, it's a lot easier to keep him in front of me and drive him to the sideline to create an easy hole for that running back. Let's play this thing again, full speed one more time. Great job by Pringle coming out, having a wide base, being under control, keeping those feet active. If you could do those three things, fellas, as a smaller guy, shorter wide receiver, you will have a much easier time with your blocking game. All right, fellas, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section below. Always appreciate the feedback. It's always great to hear from you guys as usual. And again, fellas, if you would like a 12-week wide receiver gym workout schedule, all the things wide receivers need to do for speed, explosiveness, power, and strength, they're wide receiver specific gym exercises. Check out that very first link in the description below. I'll see you guys next time.